to share with y'all a bit of practice stuff, some piano practice methodology. One of the things that I really studied with learning piano and that I use in teaching piano a lot is called the Hannon method. The Hannon method. And it's based off of a French piano teacher from the 1800s named C.L. Hannon. And it's got, I said, let him cook. Love the coffee mug. I had the exact same one, just another face. That's awesome, Aiden. Cheers, cheers. Yeah, right on. So the Hannon method has a few different things going on. There's the overall idea is this absolutely amazing concept. It's called, the book that he put out is called The Virtuoso Pianist in 60 Exercises. So the idea is that there's 60 different exercises to play, and each one takes about a minute. Once you master it, once you master that exercise, have it down, you're able to play it fluently at full speed. Then they each take about a minute, and there's 60 of them. So in 1 hour time, a concert pianist, professional player who has a lot of repertoire and other stuff that you're practicing, in those 60 minutes you could get all of your physical exercise, all of your vocabulary and theory exercise done, and then move on to just working on repertoire for like the next 3 or 4 hours, whatever it would be for you. So it's this whole program that he had for professional concert players to be able to kind of codify all of that practice stuff that's not repertoire, that's not songs and music, into one place, be able to knock it all out in 1 hour, and then get on to the rest of your work. But the brilliance of it actually lies in the accessibility, the scalability that he built into it as well, and then the methodology that he built in. So it works great as a concept like that. And a lot of concert piano players and performers do use Hannon at the full scale kind of treatment. They play through the entire thing, all 60 exercises, spend an hour on that, and then work the rest of their repertoire. But the way he made it accessible to beginning players, even very, very beginning piano players, and then scale. There's stuff in it that scales all the way from very, very beginning piano players all the way up to those concert professionals. And the methodology, the underlying strategies and philosophy of it are where it really shines, and why it is a Hannon method that you can use as an educational tool, not just as a professional kind of practicing engine. Aiden, falling asleep. All right, good night, friend. Great meeting you today. Sleep well. Good rest and dreams. Take care. Good night. We'll see you next time. So there's 3 books in Hannon, 3 different books in Hannon. Each one has about 20 exercises in it. It's basically split into thirds. The first book is all exercises designed to build finger independence. You only play the white keys, and it's specifically to help build strength and independence for our weakest finger. There's our AT dance. Nice, Aiden. Havel Pro. Hey everyone. Hi Havel. How's your Wednesday going? Welcome ahead. We're just doing a music lesson today on Hannon. So the first Hannon exercise, for example, it's all about strengthening our fingers and independence, especially the weakest finger, our ring finger. So here's what the first Hannon exercise looks like. You play up your fingers and back down, but you skip a key. And then you land on the key that you skipped and skip again. So that's the first book of Hannon exercises. The first 20 or so are exactly that. And that's great for beginners. Even just that one exercise. I've worked on that with like early beginners, 7-year-old piano players, young students. And it really helps build that finger independence, even if they just learn that one exercise and never get it up to full speed. Just learning it, starting to work with that really goes a long way. But then there's a whole book, 19 or so more of those type exercises to really build that strength. That's what the first book is all about. Hey, RJ and Jules, how you both doing? Hey, Mike, welcome in. Have my dinner in the next 10 minutes. We'll be back on after. Enjoy your dinner. Glad you're here with us. Red Hot, thanks for saying hi, Mike. Enjoy your dinner. Good old Hannon. Yes, I haven't played any of those in years. I should start to get. It's so good. I revisit it from time to time as well. Absolutely. I love that, Kate. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. The third book, so the last 20 exercises, are really true virtuoso type stuff. There's trill exercises in it. Trills are like when you go back and forth between two notes really fast. There's the Mozart trill exercise. There's a pretty well-known trill exercise that Mozart came up with that's a part of that. There's tremolos, which is like a trill but between notes that are further apart and even groups of notes. That sort of sound. So there's tremolo exercises. There's really, really advanced virtuoso technique stuff in that third book. The middle book is where the methodology really, really starts to shine, and where you can take it and extrapolate from that and build piano pedagogy and education around what's happening in that middle book too. Because what he does is introduce all of our major scales, all of our major and minor scales. Right, so that's... But then starts to do variations of those. Variations. Got 2 chicken escalope, 2 sweet potatoes, and some mixed veg. Yum, 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 yum. Awesome. Starts to do variations on those scales. Things like opposite directions. Playing, instead of a single note, playing the scale as an interval or in pairs of notes. Which of pumpkins still here. We've talked about those thirds before, that it's the Rugrats. That's that Rugrats theme, those thirds up the scale like that. As well, you can add dynamics to it, so play loud and soft. Where some of the brilliance happens here is that you can use that without even working directly out of the Hannon book. You can use that as a strategy and a methodology for building your own piano curriculum. Just lurking today, Stormcrow. Thanks for saying hi. Glad you're here. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Much love, Stormcrow. Good to see you. Yeah, Havelpro, it's really neat stuff. It's really neat stuff. So where this comes in for building your own curriculum is you can challenge yourself by adding in these variations. So when you first go to learn a new scale, you just learn it one note at a time, then both hands together, then through multiple octaves, so bigger distances. But then you can keep upping the challenge on scales that you know really, really well, and add in these variations. You can also not just mix and match those variations, but you can combine them. So what if we played a scale in opposite directions as thirds, as the interval, the pair of notes, and did it like quiet on the way out and then louder on the way back? Right? Now I'm practicing four things at once, and in the same amount of time it took me to do, I was able to practice not just that scale, but opposite directions, playing an interval, and volume control. Four things at once. That is some really, really efficient practice. And when you talk about return on your practice investment, it really starts to add up quick when you do stuff like that. So that's where kind of the brilliance and the scalability and methodology of Hannon starts to kick in, is in that second book when we look at variations on scales. Hey, so there's our music lesson today, Bolo. Hope you enjoyed that. A very specific music lesson about teaching piano, learning piano, and a specific methodology that you can incorporate into piano learning and studying. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Cheers, Bolo.